The NHL just released their reverse retro jerseys for 2022. So upon the release, Michael and I kind of talked. We were going to rank them on this tier list live on our stream, but our opinions were kind of differing. I was going more for the nostalgic effect, while Michael was kind of looking at them just in a different opinion. I didn't necessarily completely disagree with him, but we came to the conclusion that I would go ahead and rank them on this tier list, and then he would go ahead and rank it on the tier list, and then we would see what we did. So we're gonna see what you guys think. Let me know in the comments how I did, where you guys would rank these jerseys, and if Michael did better or worse than me. If you like this video, make sure you guys like, subscribe, comment. We're always live watching games. It's college football, professional football, basketball is on. We're always on there, live streaming. Come on in and watch the games with us, chat it up. But let's get into this tier list. So starting off, I saw Seattle. I mean, they came and they made a jersey, but it almost looks like their everyday jersey, right? I can respect that they put the stripes on it to make it somewhat look retro, but we're going to go ahead and drop that in the F tier. I almost did the same thing with Vegas, but I can respect that they made it look somewhat clean. You know, it looks nice. I wouldn't necessarily say retro, but we'll get to that. Next, we have the Dallas Stars. It makes me think of Mike Modano, right? But again, it didn't really do much for me. It's kind of bland, kind of simple compared to some of the later S tier jerseys. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in F as well. For the Jets, it looks good. It looks clean. But for the fact that they didn't go with an Atlanta Thrashers retro jersey, I'm going to put it in F. I don't know if they were allowed to, but I really wanted them to. So I'm going to be selfish, and I'm going to put them in the F tier. Go ahead and do the Canes again. I mean, it almost looks like they could wear that every single night. It doesn't scream retro to me. I'm going to drop that in F as well. Boom. For the Ottawa Senators, the slashes, okay, it could scream throwback to me. It doesn't scream retro. I'm going to be generous, and I'm going to put them in D. We're going to put them in D. For Colorado, okay, I want to be generous here as well for them. It looks clean, but compared to all the others, the Colorado state flag, I can respect it. Retro, again, I can't go any higher than D. I just can't do it. I can't give them a higher score. It's just not going to happen. Next, we had the Anaheim Ducks. So I saw the Anaheim Ducks logo. I said, okay, it could be retro, right? They've kind of taken that direction with their jerseys that they're using. However, they had a logo where it was the entire duck, that beefed up duck, right? And I wish that they would have gone with that retro logo on their jersey. And because of that, I'm dropping them in D. I apologize. I can't do it. For Vegas, I want to put them in C. I maybe even would put them in B. It looks good. But out of respect for the other franchises that have been toughing it out longer than they have, they did better than Seattle, right? So I'm gonna rank them higher, but I'm gonna put them in D as well. For the Columbus Blue Jackets, they have that color, that teal color almost, that light color blue. I respect it. I wanted to put them in C, but they're gonna round out tier D for me. We're gonna jump up to the C tier. And I'm going to go with Nashville. A lot of people might differ from my opinion with this one. But just the Nashville, the old Predators logo never did it for me, really. The triangle in the back, it's, I think they could have done something maybe a little bit different. It's not the worst that they could have done. But they're C for me. Didn't do much for me. Now, this is where Michael and I ran into differing opinions. he had the opposite opinion on this next logo and retro jersey. I thought that Arizona using that, just the head, I think they could have gone a different direction if they were going to use this desert red orange. You'll have to look it up. The bottom, I really like what they did with the bottom of the jersey, and I want to rank them higher. You know what I mean? Like I want to put them higher on this list. I just can't do it. It's something about the jersey they missed on for me. So I'm gonna put them in C. As far as the Chicago Blackhawks, in my opinion, have the best logo, jersey, just uniform in all of sports, really. I love their logo, and they didn't use it in the Retro Series jerseys. I get why they didn't. Okay, I get it. But for me, instead of putting them up at B and A are going to be a lot closer than these bottom tiers, but I had to drop them into C based on that principle. For Detroit, again, I want to put them in B. I might end up by the end of this video putting them up at B. However, for the same reason, I want something that is visually appealing for me. It screams retro for me, but for me, based on everything else that's going to be an A and S, I had to drop it into C. Going into the B tier, I can respect the Minnesota Wild using that the North Star colors. I'm going to go ahead and put them in B. I wanted to put the Florida Panthers up in the A tier with this one. I really do like this jersey, but with some of the other ones that I have in A tier, it just didn't match up, so I had to end up putting them in the B tier. For the Sharks, again, screams retro. The Sharks logo hasn't changed much over the years, so I'm glad that they went with this one. On that fact, I put them in the B tier. Looks great for the reverse retro jerseys. For the Toronto Maple Leafs, I love this logo. I absolutely love it. The actual logo is what I remember looking at when I was growing up, so I put them in B as well. B and A, like I said, they're top tier, so it was kind of hard to pick and choose where I was going to put each of these teams in between the A and B, but that's where I had them ending up. I went with the Pittsburgh Penguins. Very nostalgic, obviously, but just based on what we have from the other franchises and their jerseys, I had to go ahead and put them in the B tier. I love the Islanders logo. They're going to round out the B tier for me. Now, another jersey that Michael and I kind of went head-to-head on was this Buffalo Sabres jersey. I think it's clean. I love the way that they use the color scheme. This is one of my favorite Buffalo Sabres logos that they used. Thank God they didn't use the black and red color scheme with this logo. So on that note, I went and put them in A tier. For the Calgary Flames, I went with the fact that they used that almost that sash, that slash that goes up, and the white hot on the C. I love that they went white hot on the C. I put them in A as well. For Vancouver, listen, I am so glad that they didn't go at that awful logo that they could have used in this reverse retro. They didn't. They messed the colors a little bit here, and they went with this logo that puts them in the A tier for my list. For the Washington Capitals, I think the Metropolitan really brought it with this reverse retro line of jerseys. I wanted to maybe put these in the S tier. I love these Washington Capitals jerseys. With that, I ended up putting them down in the A tier. I wanted to do the same with the New Jersey Devils. I think it really turned out great. I think these and the Flyers with the white jerseys are some of the best white-based jerseys in this line. That are the best. They're at the top there. I wanted to see the New Jersey Devils bring maybe that green in that everybody kind of hates because it just doesn't look right. But I love that they went with these color scheme. It gave them the A tier for me. I also put my Philadelphia Flyers in that tier as well. I love the color scheme that they used. Putting that black next to the white makes that orange pop on the sleeves. I love it. I can't wait to see them wear that. I wanted to put for the retro effect. I wanted to put the Tampa Bay Lightning in the S tier. And you know what? Now that I'm looking at this and I'm actually going ahead and doing this video, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm actually gonna put Tampa Bay's up there. I just love the lightning strikes, right? The lightning bolts on the sleeves. That's retro to me, and it looks good too. And I love that logo. When they went away from that logo, I was upset. It's now grown on me. Their jerseys that they have now. It's simple and it's modern, but I really liked those Tampa Bay logos. As far as the New York Rangers, I was going to put them in A, but just that nostalgic effect, the Statue of Liberty logo, I put them in the S tier. Boston Bruins, remember when Boston was wearing these, I remember the jersey being yellow. The fact that they went and they made it work with the white, I love that jersey. And the line down here, the Boston Bears, love it. Absolutely love it. So Edmonton, I hated this Oilers jersey. Hated it. However, if you look closely at this jersey, they took that middle orange part on the oil, right? And they reversed it with the outline of the entire logo. So now the outline of the entire logo, I believe, is gray, where the middle of the logo was gray. So they switched those, and it changed the entire logo for me. I love that jersey. I hope I get to see them wear that a good bit. I love that jersey. The Kings, okay? Wayne Gretzky, GOAT, S tier. It's got to be S tier for me. And actually, to make room, I'm going to drop down, and this is why I did this, right? I didn't want to put too many in the S tier. I'm going to pull Tampa Bay and put them right next. So Michael and I are right next to each other, okay? There's no argument there. There can't be. Rounding out the S tier in my tier list, Montreal Canadiens using these two offsetting blues, I think that looks amazing. Great job. They didn't have to do too much with it, and it looks great. And I think rounding out this list of Retro Series, 2022 Retro Series jerseys for the NHL, it screams retro to me. These got to be the most amazing looking retro jerseys in the NHL, and that's going to be the St. Louis Blues. I mean, just the music sign, right? Everything about the jersey for the St. Louis Blues. There's nothing I can say that doesn't look retro. So let me know what you guys think about my list. I'm sure a lot of people are going to think I fumbled on a lot of these. This is just my opinion. The only thing I do care about is that I did better than Michael. So let me know if I did better than Michael. Go check his video out. Let him know if I did better than him, okay? I'm sure he'll love it if you let him know that he did better than me. So don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and we'll see you guys on the next live stream.